as of the time I'm making this video, WOJAK is up what? 11%. You can see that crystal clear. And I'm going to walk you through on fact and figures right here. That's why you have to stick around and learn what I'm about to say. Do it to drop your thoughts in the comment below, right? So let's talk about liquidity right here. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is liquidity. Can you see this liquidity right here? So we've got locked liquidity, and we're going to go to PEPE to see if PEPE liquidity is locked, because if your liquidity is locked and you guys have been around for some time, you understand the importance of liquidity being locked. You can see that crystal clear. So liquidity is locked for 77 years. That's pretty huge right there. So let's head into PEPE right now. Right, so this is PEPE right here, and PEPE is upwards 5.66%. You can see that crystal clear here. And let's head into liquidity. Right, so this is liquidity 10.5 million right there, and the liquidity is unlocked. Right, so another important thing is they can blacklist a specific contract address. Can you see that right there? Pretty simple and straightforward. So let's head into WOJAK to see if a specific wallet address can be blacklisted. So if your wallet address is blacklisted, the implication of that is you can't sell your coin. Can you see that right there? There's no blacklist function. Can you see that? No blacklist function. So they can't blacklist your contract address. So you can buy, you can sell. There is no buy tax, there is no sell tax. That is same for pepecoin that is right there. And all this mint function, there is no mint function for both PEPE, and there is no mint function both for WOJAK. You can see everything crystal clear right there, because I feel personally this coin is going to do incredibly well in the future. Okay, and you can see the liquidity right here, just 1.62 million, and you can see the FDV right here. So we still have lots of potential right there. You get it right. Here is another thing to note again. PEPE has anti-whale function. Can you see that? So anti-whales can also be modified, and we don't have that function in WOJAK. So that's something you have to put into consideration. And so this is Etherscan right here, and let's see if WOJAK is decentralized enough. Right. So we've got some couple of exchanges right here, and we are trying to look at the total holders in terms of percentage. So you can see the holders right here. You can see the holders right here, and you can see top 1,000 holders right here out of 11,419 holders. So we've got some couple of exchanges right here. So you can see this is an exchange right here. Gate.io is an exchange right there. So 11.8%, 11.5%. You can see that crystal there, and I think we've got the holder right here that is more than so within 5% though, so it's not that bad. So this wallet address is only 5.1%, which is not bad, And the fourth one is another exchange again. You can see that crystal clear 4%, 4% plus, and so it's pretty decentralized, and it's not that bad at all. So let's go to PEPE also. So it is scan right here. What you have to do just to scan the contract address, and all these details are going to pop up, and everything I'm using on this video is in the description. Do well to check it out so that you can verify all this information for yourself. So these are the holders right here. So 114k plus holders. You can see that crystal clear. So this is the top 1,000. Top 1,000 right here. So let's go to So this is Binance right here, which is the first. We've got Binance. We've got Binance right here, which are the major holders, 11%, 6% plus. And come check this contract address right here. So this is a specific individual, not an exchange. More than 6%, so 6.3%. So and come to think of it, I've made a separate video explaining these holders for this PEPE is not that word decentralized. And I've checked out this holders right here, and that's a separate video. I've made that video before. You can go to my previous videos on PEPE and you can check that out for yourself. This coin is not that decentralized. Reason being that top 100 owns the major percentage of this coin. So like 100 of those holders, they hold about 48 to 49% of this coin. That's why I feel that PEPE is not that decentralized, but I'm not saying that it's not a good project for one to invest in and make some profit. You get what I'm saying, right? So we've got other exchanges right here. You can see this crystal clear. Right? So not that bad, but not that decentralized. Looking at it from the top 100 holders holding more than 48%. So this is Cyberscope right here. So the trust score for Cyberscope is 80% for PEPE token, right, or pepecoin, whichever name you want to call it. And look at something right here, ownership being renounced. So that's a very, very important function you need to look at when analyzing a contract address or a coin. So ownership is renounced. That means the owner doesn't have access to change anything in the contract address. Same for WOJAK. The trust score is at 84%, which is more than, that means it's more than PEPE, right? So there is something to note again. And for WOJAK, the ownership is not renounced. So that's something you have to take into consideration if you want to invest in WOJAK or if you want to invest in PEPE. And note, both of them are very, very interesting project that you really need to check out to invest for long term. Right, so here are 5 factors that we use for analysis, which is liquidity being locked, blacklist function, anti-whales function, token distribution, and ownership being renounced. So we got 4+ for WOJAK and 1+ for PEPE. So looking at both coins, which coin do you think is better? Do you think PEPE is better than WOJAK, or do you think WOJAK is better than PEPE? I want you to put your thoughts in the comment section below. But personally for me, I go with WOJAK from all the things I'm seeing. I did not talk about other functions because they are pretty the same. Right, so both are interesting projects. So if you want me to talk about other coins, listing out their differences and their similarities, please drop it in the comment below. I'm smart. If you like what I do, definitely stick around. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video. I'm definitely going to see you on the next one. Peace out and stay safe out there.